Dr. Dhirubhai Mehta ji, Dr. Garg, the two very distinguished awardees of the award today, and friends. It's very appropriate that the award is being given this day. This morning we have paid our respects to Mahatma Ji, and one of his most significant contributions to humanity was the work that he did in the field which we are gathered here to discuss. Leprosy is an ancient human disease. Accounts of its prevalence are available in ancient India, Egypt, and in other parts of the world, China and Japan. Yet, the disease was poorly understood and had no known cure. This lack of knowledge and any known cure, together with ghastly deformities which leprosy caused, created fear, superstition, and stigma against leprosy. It gave the disease a particular space in human psyche, and the antiquity of the disease allowed the prevalent beliefs and fears and prejudices to embed themselves deeply into our social norms and culture. Poorly understood and feared, the disease resulted in social exclusion of the patients. Even today, when the cause of the disease, the bacteria and its cure are now well established, the old prejudices and fears remain inadequately addressed. This impedes both the efforts to eradicate the disease completely as well as the efforts to rehabilitate the patients and treat them for the mental and social trauma in addition to the physical treatment against the disease. The World Leprosy Day is observed, as is well known internationally, on 30th of January or the nearest Sunday to it, to increase the public awareness of leprosy, or what is technically known as Hansen's disease. This day was chosen to commemorate the death of Gandhiji, who understood the social and psychological cost of the disease. And he said, and I quote, "Leprosy work is not merely medical relief. It is transforming frustration of life into joy of dedication, personal ambition into selfless service." End of quote. It was Gandhiji's endeavor to clear the cobwebs of superstition and the fear surrounding the disease. It inspired an entire generation of reformers and activists such as Baba Saheb Amte to dedicate themselves to relief and rehabilitation of leprosy patients. It also paved the way for greater focus on cure and inclusion of patients. Gandhiji understood the need for working towards complete acceptance and integration of leprosy patients into society, having famously remarked that he would be more inclined to attend the eventual closing of the institute when requested by Professor Jagdesan to inaugurate the building of the Kasturba Kushta Nilayam in 1945. Friends, in most countries, leprosy control has improved significantly due to availability of effective medicines and national and subnational campaigns with focused strategies to treat this disease as a public health problem. The availability of effective multiple drug treatment to cure the disease, access to technology for early diagnosis, prevention, and repair of deformities, as well as increased awareness in society about leprosy, gives us a chance to stamp out this disease. The Gandhi Memorial Leprosy Foundation which was established in the 1950s, have done pioneering work to combat the disease and erase the stigma associated with it. At a time when patients of leprosy were socially isolated, the foundation worked to provide succor, treatment, rehabilitation, and ensure integration of leprosy patients into the social mainstream. Let me come to some facts. In the year 2012-13, India recorded 83,000 leprosy cases with a prevalence of 0.68 per 10,000 of population. I am happy to note that until the 1st of April 2012, 33 states and union territories had attained the levels of leprosy elimination of less than 1 case per 10,000. And 542 districts out of a total of 640 districts had also achieved elimination by March 2012. Nevertheless, it is a cause of concern that new cases continue to occur and high burden pockets of disease exist. The state of Chhattisgarh and the Union Territory of Dadra and Nagar Haveli still have prevalence rate between 2 and 4 per 10,000. Bihar, Maharashtra, and West Bengal, which had achieved elimination earlier, have shown slight increases in prevalence of leprosy in recent years. I understand that 209 high endemic districts have been identified in the year 2012-13, which needs our concerted efforts for correctives. The need of the hour is to intensify our efforts towards early detection of leprosy cases, provide equitable access to appropriate treatment, and provide integrated leprosy services in geographically focused areas. There is need to empower those who have been socially discriminated through advocacy and information dissemination. More than the medical condition, the social stigma attached to the disease is a cause of concern. Ignorance about the treatability of the disease, coupled with perpetration of myths about often leads to ostracism of persons afflicted by it, which leads not only to the distress in persons suffering from the disease, but also hamper treatment and rehabilitation. I am pleased that the Gandhi Memorial Leprosy Foundation's International Gandhi Awards of 2015 is being conferred on Dr. Arturo Cunanan for his outstanding contribution for leprosy elimination in his country and in neighboring areas, and Dr. R.K. Mutatkar for humanitarian services to alleviate the sufferings of leprosy-affected persons. Friends, the global fight against leprosy is far from over. But the work of people such as the two we are honoring today gives us hope that it can be done. I commend the work done by the awardees in our fight against leprosy. On this occasion, I urge all stakeholders to come together and make concerted efforts for the total eradication of leprosy. I also wish the Gandhi Memorial Leprosy Foundation and all those involved in this mission all success in their endeavors. Jai Hind.